Do not use an impact on these little bolts. They're gonna break.
Look at this.
That's not supposed to do that. That ball joint is coming out of that control arm. What y'all doing?
Welcome to my junky ass daily. Every once in a blue moon, I get an intermittent no start.
Chevrolets, baby.
Today, we've got old Mac still on the trailer because we got blue collar on the lift. We just need to get this truck off the ground and able to get the gas tank out from underneath it and drop the tank. We've got a brand new pump from Holley, and you're gonna see why here in a little bit, why we need a new pump, because we've got a spaghetti mess. What we had to do in the pinch and to make this gas tank work. It's two 450s, all bolts into our Boyd tank and everything. That's what we're doing today. Our Holley fuel pump doesn't line up with our Boyd tank, at least the bolt holes. So we're having to drill all new holes, and I'm hoping I've got this right.
So you mean the hose that you talked about doing the zip tie, you didn't drill?
No, I didn't drill them.
Okay.
But we can just hold it.
Zip tie?
We don't need a zip tie. We're just gonna hold it underneath there.
How are you gonna hold it underneath there? You can't hold it. That's why it has these little, right here, these two holes. There was two bolts holding that in place.
Why can't I do like this?
What are you gonna do when what's gonna hold it when you put the pump in there?
Oh, you gotta put the pump in there. No, this is still moving.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on.
I've tightened it as tight as it'll go.
You gotta tighten it. It's not in the right spot right now. All right, tighten it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I told you it was tight. So now we're calling Holley to get another.
No, we'll get it out.
Yeah, but we got to buy another one. Do not use an impact on these little bolts. They're gonna break. So now we're headed to Brawley's. We're gonna go see if we can find one of these. I just want y'all to know I have no idea what I'm doing, and it makes it very hard to film this because things are going wrong. You get frustrated, but we're figuring it out as we go along. These right here are your guide rods that allow this to go up and down. It says to take these off of your fuel pump, and then we're gonna put them in a vise, and that should break right there at those little points. So we gotta break these off because our
tank is too shallow.
Yeah, our tank is too shallow, and these are too long, so we gotta break these off. We're gonna put it in a vise and try to break them. Josh, will you tell the people at home what you did so we don't have to cut? This is a 4-inch hole. It says you need a 4.5. With those socks on there, it wasn't fitting. What'd you do?
It was too wide. We just loosened it up and rotated them just a little bit so we could get them in there and not have to cut it off.
So now it fits. Look at there. All he did was just loosen these fuel pumps and rotated them so they're not sticking out. And that works. Now we got it in there, get it in and out. You got it tightened up?
Not yet.
Follow the directions the first time. You see right here, there is some zip ties that you have. There's some holes in this metal bracket down here. You got to put these zip ties and then put your gasket. Now what?
Put this pump in there.
Wait, we still got to order fittings.
Yeah, you still ain't called Jacob?
No, we're gonna have to call Jacob. He's shipping. So it'll be a couple days. I've been doing some emailing, and our part came in for our fuel tank. So Josh put that in. Let me show you what we got. What is this thing called? A Radium?
That's the brand.
It's a Banjo.
It's a Banjo swivel fitting.
Yeah, that's what we needed, so we didn't have a lot of height where we were having to connect like some ORB. Was that ORB?
ORB So just the AM fitting.
Yeah, it was going to be a lot. It would have been about 2 or 3 inches sticking up. So this Banjo is definitely going to solve our problem, and it lets us turn it whichever way we want. Went ahead, and while we were at it, this was broke. This had like a pinched wire right here. So went ahead and soldered it and heat shrinked it and did some wire loom on that to make it look a lot better and maybe protect it. Now we got to wire up our fuel pumps, and this didn't come with any plugs. So what we're going to do is we're going to steal our plugs off our old ones. And it said the red and the black, no. The red and white are positive, and the green and the black are negative. So we're going to go ahead and steal those and solder them up real quick. Figured out what the problem was. It really wasn't our fuel pump to begin with, the reason why things weren't working properly. Let me show you what was going on. Let me get up underneath here. Right here, we've got these connectors that connected up to our fuel pumps, and they're pinned, and that wire came unpinned, one of the ground wires. I called Russell and I was like, hey, did you pin these, or did you wire these in, or what happened? He was like, I wired them in. He said, so I start tracing wires all the way back, and I'm like, dude, how far past this axle? How far were these leads that you bought? And he was like, oh no, never mind, those must have pinned those. We've slept. It's been a couple years. It's been a year or so. How long has it been? It's been a little while. Who's calling? Oh, Chris is calling me. Cartier,
What up?
what are you doing?
I'm on my way up there.
Okay, good, I need your help.
What you need my help for?
I'm over here trying to be an electrician.
Did you get the part in?
Got the part in, we got that installed, but our problem was that one of these connections came unpinned. That was our problem, so I'm having to rewire.
Well, let's put some
What'd you say you cutting out?
the Deutsch, the ones that
The Deutsch connectors? Yeah, we don't have Deutsch connectors big enough right now. So I've already called Jacob at Monkey Fab and asked him to send me some bigger Deutsch connectors.
They're weather pack plugs, aren't they?
Yeah, they're weatherproof plugs, yeah.
Weather pack.
Weather pack, weatherproof. What's the difference?
Yeah.
Well, how long till you get here? Because I'm about to go to O'Reilly's.
All right, go ahead, go to Rollins. I just leave with Tucker.
Okay, all right, bye. I don't know why I hung up with y'all. I was trying to hang up with Carter and I hung up with y'all. But anyways, I don't remember what I was talking about. Carter called and distracted me. But we've got to figure out how to rewire. We got to rewire this. We got to find connectors, and we don't have connectors. So we got to go find these connectors. Maybe we can find these same ones. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off. Before we go to O'Reilly, I'm going to go to Ozzy because it's like right here, Ozzy Auto. And it's like right around the corner. So hopefully he's got those connectors. All right, I went to Ozzy and O'Reilly's, and they didn't have the weather pack connectors that'll fit. So Carter got here. He showed me how to unpin those. We unpinned them, and then I soldered that wire to that connector, that little bitty connector on the end that pins up in there. Let me see if I can even show you. Got my soldering station up underneath here. Basically, we unpinned that right there. You see that little shiny piece? That's a pin. We took it out and I soldered it and then inserted it in this connector. So now and I did it on both of these just to be safe, because that's what happened is the wire just came out. So now we have less, it'll be less likely that it'll happen. So now I've got to solder up these connectors that are going to be on our fuel pump side. That's these right here. These are going to be on the fuel pump side. That's what we're going to do, and then we should be able to plug it up. I don't know if you can hear me because it's raining and it's loud. We got a tin roof, but I got it all soldered and heat shrink. It's raining.
Really loud. It's raining pretty good.
Damn.
The annual Hot Pepper Festival car show is almost here. Join us Saturday, October 25th, 2025, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 825 West Spring Street in Palestine, Texas. We'll have live music, delicious food vendors, and awards for People's Choice and Top 25 rides. Ready to roll? Pre-register your cool ride with the link in our bio. Don't miss the hottest show of the year. See you there.
I just discovered that Carter basically has fat talk on his TikTok. His algorithm is a little different than my algorithm. He has food constantly on his algorithm. And it's like the most amazing creations that you'll ever see of food. It was pretty good. And then you'll have some welding and some mechanicking and some C10, a little drifting, a little C10 stuff. But this morning, we're back on Old Mac trying to get this fuel pump inside, up in here. I rewired everything.
All right, dude, we're going to get it in there.
We're working on it. We're working on it. But spend a lot of time making sure the wiring's nice, soldering connections, making sure that they're gonna stay, because that was our problem. Wire came loose out of one of these connectors. So I just soldered it, made it hopefully stay. And then let me show you what I did. I wire loomed and stuff. I'm pretty proud of this. And I think Russell would be proud. He's not here. Russell's still sick. He's not feeling good. But let's see if we can see this. So we heat shrinked the wire loom onto the wires. Really nice. Look up here how nice that looks. We've got our plugs. But that's some damn quality wiring right here. Look at this. We used the Tessa tape on these. I don't know why we didn't put the wire loom on here. Oh, because we had these on the end. We couldn't have got it. We couldn't have got the heat shrink over. Mine could have. Well, we already had these on here. We just kind of, all I did on this one right here is this one was almost broke. And so I went ahead and soldered the connection to this terminal. Is that what that is, a terminal? Mm-hmm. And so then it didn't have any wire loom on it, and we put wire loom, made it look really nice. I'm gonna go underneath the truck. I did cut back some zip ties and some of the wiring. I'm gonna clean that up, make it look a lot better. We're gonna go ahead and get this tank back in this truck so we can go to C10's on the Brazos. And we're going to Waco this weekend. I don't know, if I sound a little excited this morning, it's because yesterday at about 5 o'clock, I had this idea to start a new company. I don't know, I've been sharing that with everybody up here, and they seem like it's a good idea. It is going to be it's something that everybody needs, that we could all use, we could all do better with, and that's where I'm going to leave it at that. We'll have more information hopefully soon, who knows. I just get excited with these ideas that pop in my head, and I think I can do something with it. So let's get this gas tank in here. Can you reach that AN line?
I'm trying to. My arm is not small. I know one thing.
Yeah?
This is the last haircut we do.
Bed cut? Oh, because we could have pulled the bed,
Hell yeah.
and we would have been done with this. We would have used the bed puller 3000?
Yep.
Or 4000, what is it?
Whatever we.
If y'all don't know, Old Mac has a huge system in the bed of it. Inside of Old Mac. There's a system in the bed of this truck. There's 4 6.5s. People think we got like dang 2 15s in this sucker or more. But it's a bed cut, so we can't just pull the bed to get to our fuel system. We've got to do this all up underneath it. You got it tight?
Tight.
I got my side tight. That wasn't too bad. Holly fuel pumps installed, 2 450s. We got our Boyd tank back in the truck. Now we got to fill it up with some gas and see if this thing will run. Hopefully we got everything wired up right and it all works. Because that would suck if we had to take that all back out. But we're gonna fill this thing up. It's gonna crank right up. It's gonna be no problem. So we've got to we're gonna fix have to go to O'Reilly's and get a upper control arm. Because Carter's on his truck broke. Carter, what year truck is this?
17.
A 17? Yeah. And it's got paper thin
Oh yeah.
upper control arms.
Look at it.
Let me see. That's not supposed to do that. It's not supposed to wiggle like that.
No.
How many times has this happened?
Just
Once before?
once before.
Once before. So you've broke control arms twice on these. Is this like a common problem on these Chevys?
Yeah, so because they got them at O'Reilly.
Yeah, this is crazy. Like it is. When I'm telling you this, I'm gonna measure it. It's paper thin.
Now look at this.
Yeah, this is not supposed to be like this. That ball joint is coming out of that control arm. How thick is this? About 1/8. It's less than 1/8. I feel like
Yeah, but it's like formed. But that area right there is
No,
like
it's
really
thin.
seems like that part should be thicker. And, it's welded in there, so it should be thicker.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty. That's pretty crazy.
And good. O'Reilly's has a good warranty.
Yep.
Look at all that.
That's broke. Carter's gonna be beating and banging. He's trying to get that sucker off of there without having to take the spring and all that crap off. It becomes a problem when you have to do all that. So he's trying to do it the easiest way possible right now. Let me correct that. Carter just corrected me. He said, I am gonna do it the easiest way possible.
Lifted.
What you think?
Huh? What do I think?
What you think about it, Russell?
I think the sun's bright.
You've been inside. Have you been going outside?
No,
Russell, you've been sick.
I still feel a little stuffy. I don't feel sick, I just feel stuffy. You can say it, right? I'm just trying to get out of the house. I got a doctor's appointment today too. So.
Oh, you want to see the doctors?
Yeah.
The doctors?
Crazy person doctor.
Oh, okay, yeah. We all
Crazy
need to see that person.
Yeah. I'm going to see the crazy person doctor.
All right, hell yeah.
But I had to get out.
Get out the house, or you were gonna go even more crazier?
Yeah.
Has he had a long history of mental illness?
As long as I've known him.
Yeah.
Get you some of this vitamin D.
Oh, okay. I thought you were fitting to say something smart ass.
No, I mean let's vitamin D out here.
I thought it was fixing to go somewhere.
No, I was being
Get you
serious.
some of this vitamin D.
The sun is shining, buddy. I mean, I know what you want. You want some of this D, but we ain't giving it to you. You might.
I don't want it today. I'm not in the mood. I got a headache.
I've heard that one before.
I bet you have.
I've heard that one
I think we
before.
all have.
Oh man, Carter, what is going on?
He can't remember how he done it.
How did you do it last time?
I don't remember.
Call McLean Donato. He might remember. I wish this thing was up here, because I'm scared I'm gonna turn this and cut the out of
We need to
it.
put some of that rubber edging around it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to do it where I don't
Delicately.
slice my freaking hand open. Am I gonna be able to do it?
Yeah, why not? You got some spillage.
Be all right. Oh, we gotta drill a hole in this sucker.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't got no hole. This is gonna take forever.
So gas and then see if it starts, huh?
I hope these damn fuel pumps. I hope I wired this all up right. And I said Russell's gonna be proud of my wiring. Wired that up nice. Did a little soldering, did a little wire looming, a little heat shrinking. Looks good. And we're gonna be here for an hour. Put 1 gallon of gas in this thing.
Here it comes. There it goes. Pump it up.
Yeah, you gotta keep pumping. That's the only thing that sucks. It doesn't like automatically like flow. It'd be nice if it did flow. The reason I'm doing this is because it is way filled up. This 5 gallon has turned into it's probably a 7 gallon.
You overfilled it?
I overfilled it by a whole bunch, and I'm not trying to spill it.
Well, you're going to be pumping for a minute.
Pump the jams, pump it up. Something. Why are your feet stomping?
Yeah, see, I forgot the words to that one.
I don't even know.
Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping.
If we have a younger audience, they're not going to know what the hell we're talking about.
Fortunately, we don't have a young audience.
Yeah, if y'all remember that song, and that was the song you jammed to back in the day, let us know in the comments down below.
When I see an 18-wheeler come by, I think we're finna get a package.
It's like Christmas around
I
here
know,
every
and
day.
I'm waiting on a roll cage.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. So like all the Christmas presents are under the tree right now. And
Yeah.
the tree is called pallet racks.
It's freaking Christmas at the Journey HQ.
Christmas time all the time. Bird is Santa Claus.
Bird. Santa bird.
All right, that should be enough gas to get it started.
All right, fire it up. Well, you did it right.
I fixed it. Wait a second, something might happen. It might just have fuel in the lines. That's
Nah, it's good. It's good.
I I found out
look.
my algorithm and Carter's algorithm are totally different. Carter's got fat talk on his.
Fat talk?
Yeah, fat talk. TikTok.
What's that mean?
It just ain't nothing but a bunch of crazy concoctions of food.
You really got food on you?
Tons of food. And it looks good as crap.
Diabetes.
He says he tries to his Crystal the ideas, so she'll cook it.
Do y'all ever cook them?
Sometimes.
Yeah, that pancake. I think I'd cook that pancake stuff tonight. Pancakes and bacon and eggs, and then roll it up like a damn burrito.
My daughter's got food talk too, but hers is all like sushi stuff and.
Yeah, that's total. That's not.
I don't
That's
have
food talk. Carter had fat talk.
Oh, he's got big back.
Big back talk. Big back talk.
Deep fried Twinkies. And
Yes, that's what he had on there.
So did you see that guy? He did the Twinkie challenge?
Did you see that guy?
No.
And he lost weight?
Really?
Because he was only eating
X amount of calories.
X amount of calories.
Yeah.
And he was still losing weight.
Yeah, caloric deficit's a caloric deficit no matter what you're eating. That's what's his name? Big Jack.
Sam Solik.
Sam Solik. He's like, 1,000
well,
calories of donuts is
that's-
1,000 calories. Just because it's donuts, it's still
That's the
1,000
same.
calories.
Yeah, that's the same one I've seen.
Okay.
Because he's talking about the Twinkie guy.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you're going on a Twinkie diet, Carter?
Hell yeah.
Oh, I'll hurt some Twinkies, boy. I will put the hurt. I love Twinkies.
My problem is I just eat too much.
That's right. I couldn't do the deficit part of it.
Yeah, look, you see, all you eat pizza, guess what?
Yeah. I'm eating
3
all
plates
my
later,
shit.
I get my money's worth.
I love a Twinkie, but the raspberry zinger is the best.
What the hell's a raspberry zinger?
It's the red Twinkie with the coconut crust on top of it.
No, the banana pudding Twinkie is the best.
No better than I did.
These Chevrolets, man, if they're not from 1980, they ain't worth them.
Carter, did you get? Look at this. I want to show y'all this updated control arm, though. Look how thick this control arm is now.
It's cast too.
Yeah, it's a lot thicker, dude. That looks a lot better. Does that look? You like that? You think it's gonna hold up?
Screamed bloody murder for an hour.
What are you? What's wrong?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got it too tight. Carter's done got it so tight he can't even move the control arm.
I want to loosen that up a
You're
little.
supposed to adjust it first.
You gotta set it at height, put it on the ground, then tighten it up.
Oh,
No,
I see what you're saying. You can't move the control arm to put it together.
Put it back
Yeah, you
in.
can't even get it up.
No, you went way too tight,
Carter
Carter.
don't believe
There is
in
no
it.
such thing as way too tight.
Shoot, Carter know how to torque anything.
I don't remember that. I remember the first time Carter and I took a third member out of a rear end. We were working in the oil field. He was trying to take the ring gear off the third member. We had it on the table at the damn double diamond. We had a 4-way because it was a 3/4, and we were turning like, he was like, "That was tight." And we both bowed up on that son and snap, broke that son off. He's like, "God, I hope they don't all break." 2 more, we break them. He goes, "Wonder if they go the other direction." We turned them the other way, and they backed right out, boy.
Oh man, y'all were tight.
We were breaking
It was
the hell
reverse
out of
thread.
I ain't never had a lifted truck.
I haven't either.
You need to be square.
You've never had a lifted truck?
Never had a
I've never had a lifted truck either.
No, I've never.
Your
This is
Raptor
my.
was level,
I've
though.
had.
Oh, it wasn't. My Raptor was stock.
Yeah. I thought it had a leveling kit on.
I've never owned a lifted truck. I just realized this.
The Raptor was
Oh,
pretty
wait. I just realized that. We had the Suburban for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, kinda.
It was a 6-inch lift.
Yeah, but it don't count
Why does it not count?
because it wasn't your daily driver.
We didn't keep it long enough.
Yeah, like a lifted daily, like all these guys running around in these lifted trucks. I've never had a lifted daily.
I never have either, but a Raptor's like the perfect type.
I've got my torsion bars loosened a little bit.
So it lowers it?
Yes, because it's a 3/4 ton. It rides like a brick.
You didn't do
They all ride like a brick. The Raptor didn't ride like a brick.
No, the Raptor was made to take the whoops. Mine was made.
It's made to go through Palestine city streets.
Yeah, you need a pre-runner in East Texas just
think-
to go down the neighborhood road.
I
Your
think-
road,
My road is the worst.
the worst.
Hey, if someone from the city is watching this video, you need to go down. You know my road where I live. I'm
Yeah,
not
let's
telling-
tell the whole
I'm not
internet.
telling the whole
I'm gonna give y'all
internet.
Chase's address.
Y'all come down my road. You know where my road's at. It needs some. It's got some whoop-de-whoops and some potholes. Definitely. You got it done.
It's all done.
You look like you got a little hot and sweaty.
Yeah, I got a little hot sweat.
But luckily, Sandy's bringing us snow cones.
Oh, she's a lifesaver.
Carter's back in business. Are you gonna have to get an alignment?
See how it drives. Let's see how it drives.
See how it drives, and then we'll go.
If it ain't pulling or eating the tire, it's good.
All right.
I marked the adjusters and put it back where it was.
Oh, okay. You probably good then.
Robert showed up and he's gonna be working on stereo stuff. So I'm not gonna be able to have the truck up in the air because he needs to get in and out, and I'm gonna help him make a couple things in here to hold stuff in this truck. So I'm gonna work on these pins and bushings. I've got this rack here that Killian so kindly left over here while Josh was working on this blue truck. So I'm gonna get to work on pins and bushings in between helping Robert out with some stuff. So we're gonna make a P, basically.
Yeah, I'll be back. I need to make a pee.
What y'all doing? Have you already told the cameras what y'all doing?
No, so last time I talked to the camera, I was not gonna do exhaust and I was gonna start working on these door pins, but I also told him I was gonna help Robert make some brackets, and we jumped straight into making brackets.
Oh, okay.
But what Robert wants to do is, since we got a DSP, he wants to, this is our amp for all of our mids and highs.
Yeah.
And where the deck used to be, he wants to have this behind there, so when you turn the truck on, this lights up, shows you the Memphis logo where the deck used to be.
Oh, that's cool.
And gives us access to all the controls.
Yeah, because all your game controls and everything are behind this little screen here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're gonna put the DSP controller
we
did old Mac.
We will have to cut a hole in the new dash bezel. You want to get that?
You said you were using the other.
You said you're using the bezel out of the gray
I keep
truck.
getting these two trucks confused. We're building.
already got a hole
I'm
in
building
it.
two trucks at one time.
Yeah.
I'm getting all the parts for this truck and the gray truck.
Yeah.
So I keep getting them confused, and I'm like, no, you got to do this. So
And it's already got a hole cut in it for a single din deck.
no.
Yes,
Oh wait, which one?
The gray truck.
The gray truck you're stealing from. Yes, not what we're putting in the gray truck, because I'm still on that. Created a damn, looks like a UFO, spaceship looking creation.
Nothing pretty, but it's all going underneath the dash pad.
Yeah, it's not going to be seen.
No.
It just needs to be functional. Needs to work.
It's going to be functional. It's not going to rattle.
Yeah, it doesn't need to rattle. That is
It
true.
should not.
No, that's
Remember,
not.
that's what we were doing, was replacing that.
That, and now we've got this crazy contraption with all the speakers and tweeters and damn mini subwoofers, like 2.5-inch mini subwoofers.
That's it. You want to be thumping, right?
Dude, them suckers are gonna push some air. Russell,
Yes, sir.
how you like that position you're in?
I'm in a precarious spot. It's pretty straight.
What'd you make?
I made this stay right there. I still need to make a little top.
Oh, you made,
support.
there's the amp right there.
Yeah, that's the amp. So when you turn the truck on, it's gonna light up Memphis in the dash.
Okay, that's cool. Can it scoot over this way?
No, it's touching here.
Oh, okay, so
It's
that's
almost
just.
touching, so it
Well,
don't
remember, we're
rattle.
going to trim all that out with that bezel.
Yeah, because that other bezel's opened up like this, so it doesn't have these two knobs like an
Gotcha.
old school radio.
Oh,
would.
gotcha. So you got to trim this out a little bit.
Yeah, and then
then
that'll let us put the Holly on this side.
Okay, they just down here working on getting this damn truck finished. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's gonna.
Get it all fit in there. And it'll bolt right in. And we'll go ahead and...
And that won't be thicker than what was there.
No.
So
No, we recessed everything.
Okay, so
Like I
everything.
say, it'll
So
go
the dash
right in.
won't be hitting that or anything.
No.
That's where the dash goes in.
It ought to press up. I may put a little foam around it, depending on where the dash sits on it.
Yeah,
But like I said, not pretty, but
it's not going to be seen.
no, it's all hidden.
Oh, dude, we're getting this sucker done. Got all the wires.
Yeah, I've already built the harnesses, got everything soldered, loomed.
Oh, dang, that's not the Holly. I thought that was the Holly wiring harness. That looks good.
No, this is the one I built. This will feed all the highs. We haven't showed what we're doing with the mid-range yet. We talked a little bit about the nano boxes that are going underneath.
Yep.
And that's all pre-wired. That'll probably be one of the last steps, though.
Cool.
We're going to drop
cool.
all this back down after we have it mocked up. I'm going to do all the wiring. Remember, we talked about eliminating our extension cord.
No, we want our 110 plug.
We need that. That's when we need to. That's crazy.
How does that work without an inverter?
Well, apparently it works for 12 volts because
That's what I'm asking is what the hell is that for?
What'd they plug in?
Without it?
ask them.
I don't know. What would it plugged into that?
I mean, it did use wire nuts on it and some nice green tape.
That's
so
nice.
We're going to cut all that out and make it right, though.
They call this thing a rodeo.
You done got them painted up. And
I'm
nice.
moving at about 14%.
You still feeling bad?
I'm breathing out of my mouth like I've been running.
What you doing, buddy?
I'm just waiting on Russell to finish those brackets.
Well, he's got to. Golly.
No, he's done phenomenal today. He's done a really good job.
What are you doing? Are you doing a really good job?
I am. We've got everything pre-wired.
Man, that looks nice, Robert.
Thank you.
I like your wiring.
So when he gets those brackets made and we get that DSP, which is pre-wired too,
Yeah.
we'll harness everything in, come in with the brackets, bolt it all in,
Hang it up.
hang it up.
It's gonna be nice.
I like it. I think it's gonna be different.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice, dude. What y'all doing?
Fucking with my junky ass daily. Every once in a blue moon, I get an intermittent no start. It'll turn over, it'll crank over, just will not start. You mess with it for long enough and it'll crank up and not do it again for God knows how long. And then it might do it again today. Or it might not do it again for 3 months.
So Robert came out here, started tearing stuff apart.
That's the first thing you do, right?
You
pull
just
stuff
tear it
apart.
tear it apart.
See if you see anything, right?
He's been dealing with this for a little while.
Russell has said he
Yeah, he's been dealing with this for like almost a year, I think. Because it doesn't happen all the time, but it's been happening a lot lately.
I mean, it's fuel or fire. He says his pump's running.
Well, it costs could be a bunch of sensors. It could be like not an O2 sensor, but what sensors could it be?
Seen people have a problem with a cam sensor.
So it could be a cam sensor.
But mine's plugged in and...
But what if you go and change your cam sensor and then put that one in there and it automatically fix it?
How would I know until next time it leaves me stranded?
No, you put the cam sensor in right now.
How do I know if it's that or if it's because it could
Well,
crank
then you
at
just
any
leave
moment.
it. You just leave. If it did fix it and it cranked,
Oh, I'm sorry.
if it cranked right when you changed the cam sensor, then you would know, or then you would just leave that new cam sensor in
So
there.
what I need to do is get me a cam sensor to have with me and swap it in that moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How hard is it? That hard to change a cam sensor? That
Not terrible.
so they wouldn't be too crazy.
Or I could bring my scanner over here and
Pull
see.
this down.
We've got a scanner.
Why are we poking at wires and radios?
I've got a scanner, but I don't know how to use it. Who knows what's wrong with it? There could be a million issues. It's an 07 with a bunch of miles on it. What? Could just be very simple. What did you just do?
I grabbed this wiring for the harness for the stereo. I told him earlier I pulled the bezel off the dash before and went to put it back together. Wouldn't crank. I pulled the dash back apart, wiggled the wires, and it cranked. And it's that aftermarket stereo stuff. And then I trashed my aftermarket stereo and didn't have any problem for a long time. And then I just reached in here and grabbed this wire for the stereo, wiggled it around. It's one of them vampire connectors that's got a wire getting a bad connection somewhere in there.
Could be. If you'll notice, like I say, you were getting that solid flash. That's why I knew it was going to start on your security. That's why I was thinking maybe it was the pass lock because.
But this
they
would have been
failed.
tied into the security too, wouldn't it? Would the remote
It's gotta-
start?
No, I mean basically it's pretty straightforward other than it gets ignition from the computer.
Huh.
It has a theft lock on it, but that just locks the radio down.
Well, that's weird.
And I was wiggling here too, so but when I pulled that loom,
So wiring's super important.
it is.
Will it crank
It's
again?
an art form.
Yeah, it's gonna crank.
And I hope you enjoyed that video. We just got through fixing 3 trucks, and now we're headed to C10s on the Brazos.
And my truck is tired.
It
My
is
truck
tired.
is tired.
But we got some exciting news for your tired truck. We're going to be putting
a new motor.
a new motor that we got sitting over there.
So it's gonna awaken the dragon.
Yep.
So y'all better look out for that 3/4 ton running these streets around here in East Texas. It's gonna be on and popping.
We're going to have a fresh 6.0 with 96,000. Was it 97,000 miles?
97,000 miles, and I've got
Something like that.
I've got almost 300,000.
Heck yeah. So it's going to be nice. We're going to be doing that coming up. So we're going to be premiering our videos on Sunday, I think at like 5 o'clock. We'll be there watching it with you, chatting with you.
So y'all come on over Sunday at 5 o'clock. Every Sunday, we're going to premiere these videos at 5 o'clock. So y'all come to the Journey HQ's YouTube channel, check it out.
Do what makes you happy.